So you've sourced some land deals. You're getting ready to pull the trigger and purchase these properties, but you want to know how to check the title so you know there's not a gang of liens attached to this property and you get duped on your first few deals. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a couple different strategies you can use to know that their property that you're purchasing is lien free and up your chances of profiting that much more. But just know, at any time, check the resources directly below this video. Everything you need is down there to help you scale your land investment business, whether that's jumping on consulting calls with me where I'll walk you through your first few deals, or the land flipping formula video series, giving you a few additional nuggets to help you build out your land investment business. But we want to make sure we have land that is lien free, a nice clean title, so we know we can profit fast and scale this thing out. Now, the simplest answer to this is use a title company. Don't worry, I'm going to let you know what I do, but title companies will do all the work for you, and in the beginning you should use real estate attorneys and title companies just to make sure everything's covered. Then when you start to scale things out, you could take a little more risk. You could take things into your own hands and move forward from there. Here's the exact formula I use though, so you know what I'm getting into. Currently, everything I buy in Florida right now, I use a title company for. The reason for this is, one, I'm getting a little overwhelmed with paperwork. So a title company can handle the deed process for me, double check all the back taxes, the liens, if there are any, all that fun stuff, bring it to me, and then they charge me roughly $400-ish to go ahead and transfer title, file everything, all that good stuff. So one, I do this to make sure that the property is lien free and clear. There's a whole lot of mayhem that's gone down in Florida over the years. So there is a fair chance you have some liens or an old mortgage or somebody's name that's on the title shouldn't be on the title. The title company is going to handle that. The other reason is, and this is kind of an appreciation long shot, Florida does go through those weird spells where you could have a property worth $5,000 and next thing you know it's worth $50,000. It's a long shot, but it does happen occasionally over the history of Florida real estate. So that's the other reason I use a title company, just in case I get lucky and I have a handful of properties in my portfolio and overnight everything does skyrocket. I want to know everything is crystal clear so I can put it on the marketplace and get all that extra cash on the sale there. Now that's how I handle my Florida stuff. Now let's get over to all of our raw land we deal with in the middle of the desert there. The title search I do on these properties is, one, I go to the assessor site. The person that I'm trying to close a deal with, I make sure their name is on the deed already. I'm dealing with the right person, we're ready to transact. The other thing I do is I go over to the treasurer site and I put in the parcel number there and I see how much in back taxes is owed. That's it. I don't do anything else. The reason I structure it like this, and let's be clear, I do smaller size properties. These are 5 acres and smaller. My acquisition price is under $2,000 all the way down to a few $100s. So I have very little on the line if something goes wrong. But the reason I do this primarily is there most likely was never a mortgage on these properties. So I'm not worried about a lien or anything like that. All I'm looking for is it in trouble of being in tax foreclosure? And if there is a bunch of taxes, how much is it? And it still makes sense to purchase it and assume those taxes on my acquisition side. So I'm not saying that's proper advice. You should always have a title company check your stuff. But for me, I know the risk out there. And if I buy a property and I get duped on a few $100s, I'm really not that worried about it. All the other stuff that I talk about that has not only bigger profits on the front end, but a potential massive profit on the back end if the market skyrockets, I'm going to use a title company for that to go ahead and make sure everything is free and clear. Now, like I said, once again, first few deals, get that expert advice. Use a title company, use a real estate attorney, and then once your money starts coming in, you could always scale out and take a little more risk to speed things up. You know what you're getting into. We're all big kids over here, and we know how much risk we want to take to get the profits we're after. So having said all that, if you have any questions about the land investment business, drop those down below or feel free to text me at 440-567-6040. I'll create the videos answering your questions for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everything you need found directly below. I'll see you on the next video.